Hi, this is meteorologist Brad Winter from Region Weather Live, your YouTube source for weather across the Dakotas and Minnesota. And just like the scene behind me, we have periods of snow and flurries forecasted over the next several days across the region. Now, other than some lake effect snow that's going to be dropping several inches of snow across the North Shore, we're not talking about any kind of large storm that's going to be affecting the region, but some areas across Minnesota are going to pick up their first accumulating snowfall of the season. And just a quick show you what we're dealing with at the upper levels. Here we got a pretty potent little area that's going to be dropping down to the south and east through the overnight hours here Sunday night and into Monday morning. You could see it moving across southern parts of Minnesota as we get through the morning hours on Monday. And so that's going to be the prime time for you guys down in southern Minnesota to pick up a good chunk of your snowfall down here. Watch how this upper level low just kind of sits there over the next couple of days as we get into the rest of Monday and into Tuesday. It just kind of hangs around there, and it's going to be giving us little periods of flurries and snow showers as we go through the day on Tuesday. Now, finally, by Tuesday night, that finally begins to kick out because we've got another little wave, a little impulse that drops out of the north and will be affecting the northern portions of our region once again come Wednesday morning. And because I had numerous comments saying they like the split screen, we'll try to utilize that once again. So over here, we kind of got basically the forecasted reflectivity. And then on the other side, we've got the accumulations, the totals as we go through time. So we're starting off right here at 3 a.m. Monday morning. So you can see already by the time from 6 p.m. Sunday evening to 3 a.m. Monday morning, we're already talking about maybe picking up a quarter to a half inch in some of these areas across the eastern North Dakota, western parts of Minnesota. But here you can see the stronger reflectivities begin to show up across west central parts of Minnesota. And so you're going to notice that some of these accumulations are going to pick up quickly here through the morning hours as we step through. As we get to 6 a.m., you can see the big increase in reflectivity down in the southwest picks up even more. Meanwhile, on the accumulation side here, we can see we begin to pick up a quick half inch across the west central parts of Minnesota. Now, as we get to about 9 a.m. on Monday morning, here's that stronger batch, that heavier batch of snow sliding across southern parts of Minnesota. And we quickly pick up an inch or two down there, possibly with this storm as it moves quickly from west to east. Now, once we hit that noon hour time frame, that begins to kind of move more into south central parts of Minnesota and eventually down to the southeastern parts of Minnesota begin to pick up some accumulating snow by that point. And then by 3 p.m., that heavier snow begins to move out into Wisconsin. But look at that. We've got, at least according to this model, a batch of 1 to 2 inches now spread across the southern parts of Minnesota. Now, just keep that in mind that through the morning hours, this is going to be happening, right around that rush hour time frame for some of you in the morning. So just keep that in mind as you're running through traffic, as you're thinking about going to work in the morning. Monday morning, we're going to be dealing with some light to moderate, maybe even brief periods of some heavy snow possible with this, as it quickly moves from west to east. Now, elsewhere, you'll notice by 3 p.m., we still have some snow pretty much everywhere else. So we're picking up, anywhere from a trace to an inch across the northern portions of our region. And then we're also dealing with some lake effect snow up here, which we'll take a little bit closer look at here shortly. But look at this, as we get to 6 p.m. on Monday, continued light snow, continued to pick up a little bit more light accumulations as we go into the evening hours. Once we get to midnight Monday night, again, continued snow showers, flurries, again, continue to just pick up a little bit more snow as we go through. By 6 a.m. on Tuesday morning, still just that low just keeps hanging out here and just causes this snow to continue across our region. And so we continue to pick up a little more snow accumulation as we get into Tuesday morning. And then, of course, as we, sorry about that. As we run through the day on Tuesday, here's noon, picks up a little bit in through central parts of Minnesota, possibly. Picking up a little more snow across the central, and then by the evening hours, Tuesday evening, again, it just keeps on continuing on. So as we go through the day, Monday, Tuesday, just some light stuff, some light snow, light flurries. And then finally, as we get to more so Tuesday night, this is midnight, and then 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, this area finally begins to move out. We begin to pick up, of course, a little more snow as we go through the overnight hours, Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. But here comes that next little system that's going to be kind of clipping across the northern parts of our region come Wednesday. So now we're just going to focus a little bit on the North Shore and watch these little bands that come kind of streaming off the lake here over the course of the next several days. Now, where exactly some of these are going to set up, you can kind of take these models with a grain of salt a little bit, but nevertheless, we're expecting these streamers to set up occasionally and make it onshore across Lake and Cook counties as we move, across the entirety of the next few days here. Here we are right around noon on Monday, and we continue to put this into motion right around noon, and we're starting to pick up 1 to 3 inches already across the North Shore. As we get into that 6 p.m. time frame, we pick up obviously even more snowfall up and through there. And just to kind of give you an idea of what the reflectivity could look like as we hit into 6 p.m. Monday evening, and then by around midnight Monday night, Tuesday morning, again, just, we're cranking it up to, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of snow up there. And then we get to about 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. And finally, some of this starts to shut down just a little bit, or it's not quite as intense and quite not as much as we get more so into Tuesday. A little bit starts to push a little bit further north, far into the, up into the far northwest, northeast angle there. And then by midnight Tuesday afternoon, this is about what we're looking at as far as accumulation and again, just an idea for radar reflectivity. And then as we get into the evening hours, that begins to diminish a little bit more so, and we pick up a little more accumulating snow across the northeast. Right, so how much snow to expect? Well, this is just going through Tuesday at this point, what I think, where we're going to be anywhere in this blue area. So pretty much everywhere. You're going to be looking at anywhere from a trace to an inch of snow as we go through the day on Tuesday. And I think these areas in the green here are going to be picking up around 1 to 2 inches. And then this area into the yellow here is kind of where I think the best chance right now, at least, is for 2 to 4. I might have to adjust it a little bit to pick up some of those areas across the far southern portions of the state. I'm going to be taking a look at some of the other models, and I'll update it come morning time if I see fit, just to see if anything kind of needs adjustment there. And then, of course, across the North Shore here, where we're looking at 5 to 10 inches of snow, possibly even more. That's, again, something more I'll probably have to take a little closer look at once we get into Monday morning and maybe adjust that as well. So make sure you follow Facebook, Twitter, and also I'll be posting it on the little page here on the channel. So make sure you subscribe down below. I'll just hit this early. I'll just say this earlier. Subscribe down below, hit the bell button so that you can see if I do update any type of graphics like this, or you can see when I've uploaded a video just like the one you're watching now. Then you'll be updated and you'll know when I'm on once again. Finally, we just take a look into Wednesday. We can see that system coming out of the north, kind of almost acts like an Alberta clipper, only this system isn't actually coming out of Alberta, but it's kind of what it's acting like in a way, sweeping down to the southeast and bringing in more cooler air in behind it. And like these clippers like to do, it's probably going to add another 1 to 3 inches roughly across the northern portions of the region through the day on Wednesday and as we get into Thursday morning. And then just taking a little bit look ahead just a bit as we get through Thursday, a little bit more light snow showers across northern portions of Minnesota, maybe a few more flurries and light snow showers across North Dakota, northern Minnesota as we get into Friday. And then as we get into Saturday and Sunday, maybe a little bit drier, but we'll have to take a little bit closer look on that as we get closer there. But several little rounds of snow coming. That's just going to be just slowly adding up. So no big storm, but just some things that are going to slowly accumulate over time. Now, the good thing with all this is I just slide this through quickly. The wind gusts here, nothing real powerful, nothing real strong as we go through the next several days, as we go through Wednesday. Nothing a whole lot as far as the strong winds go. Maybe more so Wednesday night into Thursday behind kind of that cold front, behind that little sweeping clipper system that moves through. So once that moves through, maybe behind it, some of the winds will pick up a little bit. But all in all, not too bad for gusts. So we're not too concerned about reduced visibilities due to wind and blowing snow. Oh, but look at these high temperatures forecasted by the National Weather Service as we go through Monday here. I'm just going to kind of click through it just to give you an idea, just real briefly. Tuesday, there's your highs expected for Tuesday right now. Wednesday, even colder. We're talking about single digits in northwestern parts of North Dakota as we get into Wednesday. Thursday, teens pretty much across the whole region. Friday, about the same teens across the entire region, except for the far southwestern parts of South Dakota. Maybe begins to warm up just a little bit. And then by Saturday, just a little bit more of a warming trend, mainly down in the southwest, but a chilly forecast coming for the remainder of the week. So you commuters across southern Minnesota might want to give it a little extra time, Monday morning especially, as you're heading out, as that snow's moving across the southern parts of the state. Just keep that in mind. Roads are going to be slippery or slicking up a little bit. And then as we get in the evening hours, just again, allow a little extra traffic as you're heading home. And then we'll have to keep an eye on all that lake effect snow that's expected to fall across the northeast as well. That'll be kind of fun to watch. That'll be interesting. We'll keep an eye on the snow cams, on the live cams up there. So, all right, everybody, appreciate everybody for watching. Hit the like button, the thumbs up button. That would be great. And for Region Weather Live, I'm meteorologist Brad Warner. Everybody, have a good day.